long breathing. I keep talking about long breathing being the most important exercise when it comes to running, because that's the first complaint that runners have. Yeah, I'm getting breathless. Okay? Now, so what do? What you need to be doing is taking long breaths in, hold it for a couple of seconds, and then breathe out. So take a long breath in over 4 seconds. It doesn't matter if it's chest expansion, if it's diaphragmatic breathing that you're doing, whatever. Take a long breath in, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it for a couple of seconds, and you breathe out. So long breath in, hold it for a second, and you breathe out. Okay. Now, what you need to remember, think of yourself like a puppet, string that's pulling you up. Don't let your shoulders are here, they're easy, but don't go into a slump position. So you're tall. Long breath in, hold it for a couple of seconds, and you breathe out. Okay. It's about the tummy, fair enough, diaphragm, whichever way you want to go. Okay. Take 10 seconds per breath. Right? Now you can do 6 breaths in a minute. So if you're doing only a minute of long breathing multiple times a day, maybe pre-breakfast, post-breakfast, pre-lunch, post-lunch, and same for dinner, you've done 6 minutes suddenly, right? Very, very crucial. Okay? So that is about long breathing. So hip rotations. Now hip rotations are classic, good old PT exercises that all of us have done in school. So basically having your hands on your hips, and you're starting to move slowly, small circles, and then we gradually start increasing the size of the circle. So effectively, it's working your spine, lower spine, and your hips very well. Right? And that's the part that becomes very stiff for us. All of us were sitting for very long hours. Just slowly starting the size of the circle from small, increasing it, and don't go very fast. Okay? And then again, backwards. So basically, clockwise, anti-clockwise, we do it again from the sides. Slowly, small circles, increasing the size. Again, the other way around, increasing the size gradually. Right? So that's it. That's very important for getting this part moving for you, because it becomes very stiff for us because of long sitting. So get it moving if we get that. Now, pelvic tilts. Pelvic tilt is basically this kind of movement. Effectively, the whole idea is working around here. Now, we become very stiff with the lumbar spine, okay, because of long sitting. So, very easy to remember this one is be standing with your chest out like a lord, then sitting like a lalaji kind of a thing. That's the simple movement that you're looking at, right? So this kind of, right? So from the side first. So effectively, do this, so chest out, and you're pushing your pelvis forwards. You are again here, this position, and then you're taking it back, and this becomes your pelvis. And begin with imaginary puppet, having a string, imaginary string that's pulling you up, and then you start your chest out, slumping like that. And feel that stretch along. And again, around. Again, feel that. So from front, same thing. Go forward like that, chest out, imaginary string pulling you up, pushing forwards like that. And then when you go back, feel that good stretch. Right? And notice one more thing that I was doing. When I'm here, I'm bending my knees a little bit on purpose. So the pressure is really coming around here. Okay? And again, multiple times, it could be 10, 11 times to begin with. Feel that good stretch. Again, we just did the like hip rotations. They go very well hand in hand. Very important for your lower back, your hips, and to reduce the pressure on the knees as well. It's very important. Heel raises are very important because that movement off the ground comes from there, right? And most people are very bad with that. So the calves become very, very important. They're like a second heart for the human body. That's pumping the blood back. That's getting the muscle working like this. Okay, it's getting you off the ground. It's getting the joint moving there. And the calf, interestingly enough, starts from above the knee, goes below the ankle, kind of, right? It crosses 2 joints. So very important exercise to be done. So I would want you to be stable. Have a partner in front of you, or a wall or tree or whatever it be. So stabilize yourself, okay? And you're just going up like that. Hold it for a couple of seconds and gradually do it slowly. So hold it, go up again, hold it, and down. Now, once you become very comfortable with both legs, start doing single legs. Right here, and you go up. Now, again, the There are muscles that are starting from below the knee, there are muscles in the calf that are starting from above the knee. So when we bend our knees, it's a different set of muscles that are engaged. So here, bend your knees. And I'm doing heel raises again. Right? So here. And this is a different set of muscles altogether. And this becomes very important because as a runner, your knee is going to be bent. Okay? So it becomes very, very important. Here. And again, we can do this single leg. You're rocking pressure on your partner. So I'll show again once more about when the knee straight single leg. Now Anne's alphabets. Anne's alphabets were taught to me by one of my professors. Her name was Anne, so it's dedicated to her. And again, imaginary puppet with that string. So you're being pulled up. Your fingers in place like this. They go behind your neck like this. Bring your elbows in front. Imagine there's a big thick pencil between your elbows. You're writing a big font, lowercase. So an A like that. Okay? And the B like that. So the whole idea is you're making circular movements. ABCs. Okay? And what it does, it's working. It becomes very stiff otherwise. Okay? So you're getting your upper back, middle back moving. Your lungs have more room to expand and take in more breath. Because all of us have become like this, courtesy, laptops and phones. Okay? So Anne's alphabets, very, very important. Write as many alphabets as you can, A to Z, 11 of them, whatever you can. Orange squeeze. So all of us, because of this position with our phones and mobiles and laptops and slouching in any ways, getting angry and anxious and whatever, this is our posture. Now orange squeeze is a brilliant exercise for that, okay, to counter that. So imagine there's an orange and it's between your shoulder blades. So again, from the front, you start from here. I'm not shrugging my shoulders are relaxed. Imaginary string pulling me up like a puppet. Okay, so shoulders easy. Starting from here, I go back, squeeze that orange, take the juice out of that orange, and I relax. On the side, very small movement. Starting from here, go back, squeeze that orange, wet your t-shirt, with that orange juice, and letting go. So don't shrug your shoulders. Now the other version is, that was a pull back, orange squeeze. Then is the pull down. So you're starting from higher up, and you're pushing downwards like that. Okay, so you're starting from here, and it's pushing it down. Imagine that orange is lower than. You're coming down in a little part. Squeeze that out. Okay. So from the side, the downward. Squeeze that out. Okay. Again, 10 seconds for each repetition. In a minute, you do 6 of them. Gradually start building it up. Don't speed it up. Now, squats, one of my favorite exercises. One of the reasons, obviously, is because when you squat, the hips, the knees, and the ankles, they're working in sync, the same joints that are very involved in when you're running. Okay? So, what I want is, imagine there's a chair, you're sitting on it, and you're getting up. Now, a lot of people think that they can't do squats. Everyone does. Each time they sit on the chair, each time they get up, they're already doing the squat. Half, right? Again, imagine there's a chair, you slowly go, and sit down on the chair for a couple of seconds, and gradually you're coming up. Again, you're going down, gradually hold it for 2, sit on the chair, you're coming up. Now, those of you who can actually go further down, definitely go down, all the way. Hold it there for a couple of seconds, and gradually come up. Now, the mistakes that people make are their knees. I mean, notice the right way first. The knees are right below the hips, right above the feet like that. Now, you're not supposed to be going in and out like that, okay? So none of this business, none of this, okay? My feet, mine are a little bit more straighter. It's okay even if it's a little bit out. Please don't do this, right? That's totally wrong. About the sumo squat and all that, okay if you do, but I still would want more runners at at least to be around here. That's very, very important. Okay? Again, taking you through the form. What you do is you go down over 4 seconds, hold it for a couple of seconds, and then you're coming up over 4 seconds again. Each repetition over 10 seconds. So in a minute you do 6 repetitions. Okay? On the side, you go down over 4 seconds, hold it for a couple of seconds, and back up over 4. Alright, now the thing here is, if some of you can't go as far as even the chair, it's okay if you can only do this much. Right? It's totally fine. But just imagine you're about to sit. So have your butts a little bit back, further back. Right? So here, and it's okay. Idea is get those joints moving. Whatever degree, whatever angle you can get to. So just get started. So spot jogging, very, very important for you to pick up running safely. So first think about skipping, the way we all did as kids. Imagine without a rope, you just doing this. Right? So notice what I just did. I'm not jumping very high. I'm not doing any of that stuff. Okay? So I'm barely coming off the ground by this much. So just this. Okay? Now the muscle memory will teach you what you should be doing when you're running out there. Right? So again, this, being very soft. Right? Now first I was doing it with both legs, but running is not like a kangaroo. So we don't run like a kangaroo, right? It's never 2 feet. It's 1 foot at a time. So effectively this is the whole idea. Now we're taking it on from the top. I'm doing the same thing, the same raise, not very high. When I do that, I'm landing very soft. Again, I'm landing very soft. So when you go out running, you'll start learning how to land softly. That muscle memory will stay with you. Most people land very high, and that's where the injury happens, to the knees, to the hips, to the back, okay, to the heels and all that. So be very gentle. Do that please before you go running for a minute. Just do this gentle squat jogging. Okay? Please relax everything. The whole body just relaxes. You're not supposed to be stiff. You stiffen up, injuries happen. Okay, toe curls. So why are toe curls important? Because a quarter of our bones in the body, human body, are in our feet. 26 in each leg. There are 52 in total, so that's quite a bit of them. When we wear shoes, we stiffen them up. Okay, so that whole mobility of the feet is lost, right? So what we need to be doing is 2 things. One is just the toe curls, like that. So put a newspaper, towel or whatever down there, you curl it up like that, you leave it. You curl it up like that, you leave it. So that's one thing. The second thing is toe curl walk. So you're walking like that, just using your toes. Once you're stronger with that, your running will get better. So we'll just show you how to do that better with a close-up. So toe curls. Now why are they important? Because this arch is very important for us. Normally what happens is it falls like that, okay, over a period of time, or some of us have flat foot or overpronate. So what the shortening of the foot does, it's strengthening this medial arch for us. It's mobilizing that many bones that are there in each feet, 26 of them. Okay, it's mobilizing all of that, engaging all those muscles that are there. So it becomes a very important one, this little toe curl, right? So please slowly just do this little movement. Imagine there's a towel, paper, bed sheet, anything, and you're crunching that each time. So slowly you just do this, you let go, right? So again, do it with both legs. So here, and you do this movement, crunching that towel or a handkerchief or whatever newspaper underneath. Hold it there, hold it, let it go, all right? The other thing is toe curl walk. So you're basically doing this movement, right? So you're walking with your toes alone. So here, you're not engaging the rest of the body, just the toes for the movement, and you do it slowly. Don't try going very quick. Okay, same again. Here, toe curl walk, and that's it.